Hello my loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mia Sanchez, Mia K. Sanchez, and I make college technology and lifestyle content. And today I'm going to be giving y'all some advice for your college interview. Hello all, happy new year. I hope you guys all finished your 2020 peacefully, blissfully, with family, relaxing. 2020 was a lot. We all deserve a break, and I hope you'll have been giving yourself the time that you need to come into 2021 with your goals, ready to slay the year. Today, I'm going to be giving y'all some advice for your college interview. College interview is another very big part of the college application process. This is the last step. This is the last hurdle that you need to overcome before you are donezo. And it is a very big deal, and it's really important. This is also an opportunity for you to show yourself outside of your Common App, outside of your resume, outside of all the things that you have on paper. This is a time for you to be a human person with multiple dimensions, and it's really awesome. This is a really great opportunity, and you should definitely be preparing for the interview. So today I'm going to be giving y'all some advice on how to prepare for the interview, along with some common questions that you might get asked, and also some good questions for you to ask your interviewer. Even though this is an interview and the interviewer is trying to learn a little bit more about you and some of the things that you've done, this is also an opportunity for you to learn a little bit more about the school, because typically your interviewer is going to be an alumni or someone who works closely with the school. So I'm going to be going into that today as well. Before I get started, we hit 1,000 subs! Woo! Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. I'm like shooketh right now. I appreciate all of y'all so much. Y'all are hitting me up telling me you got into Cornell, or you're applying to Cornell, or y'all have interviews with Google and Facebook and all these other amazing companies, and it makes me so happy that y'all are going after these opportunities and getting them. Y'all are slaying. I'm so happy that I'm even able to be like a little tiny part of that process, because these are very big deals. Y'all are accomplishing a lot, going after your goals, and that's all I could ask for y'all. So I just want to thank y'all so much for all the love. And if y'all have any ideas of something that I could do or something that I could give away for like 1,000 subs, let me know, because I want to definitely give back to y'all. So yes, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, you subbed? Amazing, awesome. Okay, let me just get into the video now. So just for a little bit of background so that you'll know I have some skill in interviewing. Interviewed with Cornell University, and I did get in. Cornell is where I'm currently at school, but along with Cornell, I also interviewed with Duke University, Northwestern, Carnegie Mellon. Did I get into all these schools? No, but I made mistakes and I learned from them, and I'm here to give y'all advice about that, not to make the same mistakes that I've made. It is completely normal to prepare for these interviews. It's actually encouraged. So I wouldn't say go into it cold turkey, never having thought about some of these questions. It's definitely okay for you to think about them and to prepare some answers, or just have something ready for everything. So with that being said, let me just get into the advice now. This first piece of advice might apply more to if you're having an interview in person, which is unlikely for this year, but either way, you're going to want to bring 2 copies of your resume. You're going to want to have a copy of your resume for the person interviewing you, and then you're also going to want to have your own copy that you can look over at the same time. So if your interview is virtual, you could either send a copy of your resume to your interviewer beforehand, or just quickly send it at the beginning of the interview. It's really important that they have a copy of your resume so that they can see everything that you have accomplished. And then usually what happens is the interviewers will ask you some questions based off of your resume. It's really important that you bring 2 copies of your resume, and along with that, be ready to talk about everything on your resume, babes. Don't go in there not remembering what's on your resume. Like, pull up knowing that resume top to bottom, bottom to top, have points to talk about for each one. So with each point on your resume, you want to be able to talk about what you did, why you did it, how you learned from it or how you grew from it, and also a bonus point if you can talk about a challenge that you had to overcome in regards to that thing. So if you're able to talk about something on your resume and talk about what was hard about it or how you were able to overcome that, that's good. Like, you're a reflective person, you're able to grow, you're able to reflect, you're able to think about these things and learn from them. That is the most important thing. Those are just some things that you should be able to do with every single thing on your resume. Don't leave any of those points lacking. My next piece of advice is to Dress to impress. Do not pull up to the interview in sweatpants or some jeans if it's in person. If it's on Zoom, wear whatever you want on the bottom, but at least have a cute little shoulder moment. When I say shoulder moment, I don't mean this. This is a little bit scandalous for an interview, but like, at least have your top looking nice. Do what you can to also make yourself feel bomb, you know? You want to pull up feeling good, looking good. I can guarantee if you pull up feeling yourself, the interview is gonna go much better than if you're like, oh my gosh, I look like poo. So dress to impress, there's nothing wrong with that. Business casual is definitely encouraged. Business formal might be a lot, but again, if that's what makes you feel best, then do that. So definitely dress to impress. Don't pull up in a hoodie. Brush your teeth, wash your face before, like all things like that. Now, my next and probably the most important piece of advice is to do research on the school that's interviewing you. This one is so important, y'all. You don't even understand. As you can imagine, a lot of students are applying to a lot of different schools for whatever reason. If you show that you did research on the school and you know what you're talking about and you show that you're interested, the interviewer is going to be very impressed and they're going to remember you. So when I say do research on the school, you could look up different clubs and organizations that you might want to join, different classes and also professors that interest you, along with like the major, the different like curriculums or programs that they have, and then also like initiatives that the school has started or recent news about the school. Those are all things that you could look up that like if you just low-key drop that in there, the interviewer is going to be like, I see you. This interviewer is probably going to be interviewing a lot of different people who are probably all, you know, like interested in the school and obviously want to go there. But if you can bring that spice and ask the questions that aren't generic or bring up points that typical interview candidates don't know, that is amazing and it is impressive and it's definitely going to work in your favor. This is also going to help you with the last segment of the interview, which is typically the Q&A where you get to ask your interviewer questions. The better and more well thought out your questions are, the more memorable you're likely going to be. So do research on the school. Don't go up in that interview like, what school is this? Where is it? What programs? What major? What? No. Know the school. Know the school. Every interview that you have, make it seem like that school is your dream school. I know that probably sounds bad, but like, y'all, that's what you gotta do. So look up everything that you can. You definitely want to do research on the school before you go into the interview and just show your interest in it, which leads into my next point, which is to smile and be positive and show gratitude for this amazing opportunity and be sure to thank your interviewer. You definitely want to go into the interview with good energy, with contagious energy. Like you don't want to go up in there on some monotone, hi, yes, no, thank you. Like, no, you need to be like, hi, how are you? Listen, if an interviewer makes a joke or says something funny, you laugh. You always laugh. Always laugh, bro. I'm serious. Like, you need to gas their heads up. Like, you need to make them feel good. If you make them feel good, they're gonna like you and they're gonna remember you. If you make the interviewer feel good, they're gonna like you and you want to do what you can to get this person to like you, to give you good feedback. So smile, laugh at their jokes even if they're not funny, say thank you, be appreciative of this amazing opportunity. And my last piece of advice, which is very important, and I say this with like honestly every video that I make, it's just to be yourself. Be your authentic self. Go there and be you. Don't try and be someone else. Don't try and be the candidate that you think they want you to be. Obviously, if you're not the most positive or happy person, do try and like show your gratitude. Be happy about that stuff, but like be you at the end of the day. Be genuine. Don't lie. This whole idea of like fake it till you make it. Yes, you'll fake it. Yes, you'll make it. But when you make it there, you're in an environment that you're not even really welcome in, because if you, your genuine self, were welcome there, you would have been that person in the interview. So just be you. If you do you and you continue to be yourself in these spaces, you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be. Now getting into some common interview questions. These are typical questions that are always asked. So you should probably have something prepared for them. You don't have to have like literal written out paragraph of like what you need to say for this, but at least have some idea of how you would answer these things. It's typically the intro question, which is just tell me about yourself. So there's actually a lot of different methods to how you choose to answer this question. And usually a way that I like to tackle it is talking about the past, the present, and the future. The order that that's going to go is actually present, past, future. So a sample answer for this is, hi, my name is Mia. I am currently a senior at blank high school. In the past, I've really enjoyed math and science classes, and I actually did a summer program called Girls Who Code where I fell in love with computer programming, and in the future I do hope to combine my love for coding with my passion to help people. But before I do that, I want to go to blank university, and I'm really interested in their computer science program because blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, blase blase blah, scoop diddy whoop whoop diddy scoop. That's how you would answer the tell me about yourself question. And there's also, I think, the STAR method. Feel free to look up those different methods, but that was just like a typical sample answer for something like that. Next question, which is always asked, is why this university? So this is an opportunity for you to really show that you've done research on the school. It's also a really good opportunity for you to show your interest in the school. At the end of the day, if you make it seem like you don't want to go to the school, they're not going to take you. So with this question, it's so important that you have your points as to why you want to go there. You need something to be like, yo, this is why I want to go to this school. This school is meant for me. I am made for this school. We can make something beautiful here. We can make something beautiful here. Some other common questions are, what are some things you do outside of school? So outside of your resume, and what's again on your application, on your paper. So interests outside of academics and stuff like that. What are some of your biggest accomplishments? What is your biggest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Tell us about a challenge that you had to overcome. How did you handle that? How do you handle failure? Another really important question is, why do you want to major in blank? So whatever major you applied with, why do you want to major in that? Also have an answer ready for that. You can have some sort of anecdote that goes along with that. Another question is, what do you think sets you apart from other candidates? So those are just some questions that typically candidates are asked for an interview, for a college interview. So definitely have an idea of what you would say for every single one of those. So then the last thing that I'm going to talk about today are some questions that you could ask your interviewer. So as I said before, yes, this is an opportunity for the interviewer and the school to get to know you, but you being in this interview is also a really amazing opportunity for you to get to know more about the school, more about student life. You're getting a different perspective on the university that you applied to. You have engaging, well thought out, interesting questions. The interviewer is going to be impressed with that. So definitely have some questions prepared for them. This is also another place where the research that you do about the school is going to come into play. Some typical questions that I like to ask, and feel free to make your own for these as well. What's your favorite part about this college? Your least favorite part about this college? Tell me a little bit more about student life and organizations. What organizations were you a part of when you were in college? You say that this environment is collaborative or competitive. What advice would you give yourself when you were a freshman? What do you think sets this school apart from other schools? So those are just some sample questions. Again, feel free to make your own. I hope that this video helped y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if any of y'all have interviews coming up, good luck. Y'all got this. I believe in you. If you really try your best and you prepared and you feel like you did all that you could, then if you don't get into that school, then it's really just not meant to be, and that is perfectly okay. But I believe in all of y'all. If y'all have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I am here for y'all. I appreciate every single one of you so much. I wish y'all nothing but good vibes for 2021. I hope you'll all have an amazing start to your year. Thank you again for 1,000 subs. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video.